All right, with more on the heat, the warning signs of heat stroke and exhaustion, I'm joined by Dr. Jeff Finkelstein. He's the medical director of urgent care for the Hartford Healthcare Medical Group. He's joining me now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, so for the most part, you know, it's basic stuff. We've heard it a million times and people know what to do, but it does bear repeating in some cases. And I think also people don't always know the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion.
Okay.
So help us out.
All right, well, the basics are rest, shade, fluids.
Okay.
And the main difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke are heat exhaustion is the beginnings of heat stroke. And when you start having the symptoms of heat exhaustion, dizziness, headache, vomiting, exhaustion, you cross the line to heat stroke, a true emergency, when you have mental status changes. Passing out, coma, seizures, disorientation.
So if you see someone like that, you need to get them to the hospital, right?
Call 911. Correct.
So the concert tonight, lots of people are going to be going.
Right.
You know, I'm just going out on a limb here, but there may be some drinking involved.
I'm sure there may be.
And then we have something that's already prone to giving you sort of the symptoms of dehydration mixed with the sun. What should those folks do? They want to have a good time, but how can they do this safely?
They should really drink in moderation.
Okay, yeah.
And that's the biggest risk factor. The heat, the humidity, and excessive alcohol are a recipe for disaster. Even
if you have, say, one or two, should you also be bringing in the water as well?
Very much so.
Yeah.
I think you should do one beer if you're going to drink and one bottle of water.
Yeah, especially if you're going to be driving. So be very, very careful. You know, what are some other things that we see this time of year when it comes to the hot weather? I mean, obviously we have to look out for our elderly relatives and our neighbors and the kids as well.
Obviously, the biggest risk factor is the extremes of age.
Yeah.
I think if we never see another child left in a hot locked car by mistake, and of course the elderly, I think the kids, you know, they can't take care of themselves, but for our elderly, even an hour or two in air conditioning a day will almost always prevent heat illness.
Is that right? Even just so they don't have to be in there solid, just getting that break. Maybe a movie theater, the mall. Take them to your place if you've got AC.
Exactly. You can come to any of our 12 urgent cares.
Great.
Get urgent care now, and we're happy to let you sit in the air conditioning.
Excellent. That's great. Dr. Finkelstein, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Stories we'll certainly be continuing to talk about as the heat continues.